Hello, and my name is Amy Tague, and this is my diversity project. I focused on standardized assessment of English language learners. The most interesting fact that I discovered when researching the standardized assessments of ELL students is that there are absolutely no modifications made on standardized testing when testing English language learning students. I found this interesting because there's modifications when it comes to students with disabilities, or if they have a reading disability or a learning disability. However, English language learners don't get any modifications of any sort. So if their language skills are less than a normal freshman high school student, maybe they have a fifth grade language learning level at the time, they don't get any kind of modification. They're just expected to test whatever the freshman high school standardized test is. So that is actually being researched and fought against due to fairness, because it's not fair for the English language learning students. Studies have shown that students who have native language literacy learn English as a second language easier than those who don't have native language literacy. The main factors that depend on, or that guide if students are going to learn English easily or not, come to language, what they already know of their native language, culture, how they're brought up, how important learning is, how important language is, or reading or science or math, or knowing these skills. Every culture is a little different on their importance of schooling, and their child rearing, which is just how their parents are bringing the students up. Do they bring the students up wanting to learn, wanting to be a mathematician or be a doctor, or do they just simply want them to go to class and do what the teacher says and just make it by? All of these factors decide what an English language learner student is going to be able to accomplish, or they at least help or hinder what the student will be able to accomplish. I have actual experience with this in my office keyboarding class. I have a mix of students who are English language learners and students with disabilities. And it's amazing because I have students that are all from the same area. Specifically, in this case, we're talking Guatemala. And the difference between one student whose parents had them in school learning the native language in Guatemala versus one student who came not ever having any school, living at home with their parents, and barely having any native language literacy. The learning levels are far different. It's comparable to teaching a kindergartner versus teaching maybe an eighth grader. And it makes it very challenging, and there's no way that both of those students who are in the same grade should be tested the same way for standardized testing if you consider those factors. And that's becoming more and more abundant with studies and teachers sticking up for the students. So when it comes to the standardized testing, here are what we're finding. When they do take the standardized test, ELL students are performing significantly less than non-ELL students in the areas of reading, science, and math. Now, in turn, they have less of a difference than non-ELL students in the areas of science and math, where language is less focused on. But reading, the scores are significantly different due to interpretation of language and words, especially the English language, where the same word means two different things depending on how it's used. And because of that, students aren't performing as well in reading. However, math is their highest performing on the standardized tests because it's all numbers and less language focused. I touched on this a little earlier and how testing is changing for ELL students and the importance of them being successful on standardized tests. Previously, English language learners were actually considered the invisible students. They took the standardized test, however, their scores were not considered in matters of reporting to the state. They would just leave their tests off or consider them invalid since they're English language learners and they weren't able to understand the test. If we're supposed to be including all students nowadays, then we need to come up with a way to test the students that is fair and includes them in the reporting since they are part of our student population. And that has been a big argument amongst the teachers and school districts around the world. The effects of taking standardized testing without any modification on ELL students is similar to non-ELL students in some cases, and then there's a vast difference in others. There are several students that get test anxiety, but with ELL students, the test anxiety is taken to a whole nother level because they are going into this huge test that they know is important and they can't understand any of it. They mistranslate words, which I touched on earlier. And we're actually finding it harder to diagnose ELL students that have learning disabilities. If we find that they do have a learning disability, we can then modify the standardized test for them as we would for a non-ELL student. But the problem is getting to know that, because you learn that from watching the student grow. And if that student's coming in to the US as a sophomore in high school, we don't know their learning background. So sometimes they go misdiagnosed or without even knowing that they have a learning disability. We also are coming to find that teachers are making alternative classroom assessments for these ELL students so that we can have fair testing. And I do this in my office keyboarding class as well. And in Virginia, actually, they are now allowing teachers, as long as they can prove that they are covering the standards for the state, to use alternative assessments for the standardized testing. I'm hoping that this continues to spread throughout the U.S. because that is a great step to making it more fair if we can modify and show pictures on with the testing to help them understand what the question is asking. Another effect of students with standardized testing is they don't all, with ELL anyway, they don't all have support at home. And some of them do and some don't, and it's all the cultural based and child rearing based, bringing up basically that the students experience their life before they come to school or even when they are in school. So it's just very difficult to determine what is a fair assessment for these students when it comes to standardized testing due to all these cultural background differences and language differences. But overall, we are making positive progress in trying to make standardized testing fair for all language learning students in schools. And I hope that it continues to go that way. It seems like it is. I found this topic very interesting since I teach English language learners, and it actually helped me realize how important it is to do the modifications and talk with the students and see what their abilities are and work with their case managers more often as well. I hope that you also took something from this, and thank you for listening.